Did H3 Productions really say I take drugs? What a moron. I have Hashimoto's disease.
He's like arguing with like 0 like comments. Dude, he didn't know you.
He did a write-up on the H3 subreddit about his health. Dude, wait! I've just realised what I'm reading. He is trying to explain away the joke that Ethan Klein made about him.
That very recently I found out that Ethan has something like 6 different sound effects of me on his podcast.
Okay, so the thing I wanted to talk about here is a very funny story involving him and H3 Productions, okay? So this is part of his larger kind of war against React content, right? Okay? And one thing that happened was that H3 kind of mocked his condition or something, right? We got a H3 video to watch as well. We're going to react to a H3 video, okay? And we're going to transform the H3 video. We're going to have a great time doing it, right? Unfortunately, we obviously can't really spend much time looking at his responses to all this. But what we can do is we can look at his tweets and Reddit posts and laugh heartily at him being retarded. So, at H3 Productions, did H3 Productions really say I take drugs? What a fucking moron. I have Hashimoto's disease. Am I going to ask my doctor, yo, how is my medication going to mix with cocaine? I have enough problems in my life. Must be sad for you to be so desperate for content you will lie about it.
Jesus. I have no friends. I have no life. I have no girlfriend. I barely see my family.
And then this response, presumably from a H3 fan. Dude, he didn't even know who you were until like 2 days ago. How is Ethan supposed to know your diagnosis? The only one here desperate here is you picking fights with bigger creators for clout. Like, take a break or something, dude. Jesus Christ. And then he responds, here's a 1000 IQ strategy for life. If you don't fucking know anything, don't fucking say anything. I know this would cause H3 Productions to shut up for the rest of his life, but there would be absolutely no loss there. God, he's so angry, isn't he? Fucking hell. Jesus. Adding H3 Productions too, that always goes well, doesn't it? Anyway, Ethan Klein responded here. Just a joke, man. Sounds... And this was about the time he was going on about his fucking 14 pages, right? Just a joke, man. Sounds like you haven't even watched my 14-minute meticulously shot video. 14 minutes. And all you were focusing on is a stupid joke that you take Adderall because your pupils were wider than the margins in your 14-page meticulous essay. Way to poison the well. Oh, boy. Okay, I think this video is what we've got to watch next, which is going to contextualize a bit of this, okay? So let's see what Ethan Klein had to say about this. Did you guys know this happened? I knew they got into a little beef because obviously Dark Viper soyed out about the fact that they used soundboard clips of him.
I have no friends. I have no life. I have no girlfriend. I barely see my family.
But yeah, I mean, dude. Let's see what Ethan Klein had to say about the situation, okay?
Guys, I'm under attack. Dark Viper, who we've made 2 videos about now, is coming after me on Twitter, accusing me of disease shaming him. Now, I'm making this video to get ahead of the story because I feel it coming, guys. Ethan disease shamed Dark.
Look at this as well. I missed this one. I have half my comment section yelling at me like I'm a Colombian drug lord and crying about freedom of speech. That video must be really fucking pathetic. Going up against Ethan Klein, always a good idea. Always works out well.
Dark Viper. So let's just get into it. I'm going to read it here. Now, in the last video, look, this man had, his pupils were more dilated than the margin. They were wider than the margins on his 14-page essay. Okay. Now, let me just read his tweets. Here it goes. He tagged me. He tagged me. Okay. All right. Here, can you guys see this? Let me zoom in a bit. Did H3 Productions really say I take drugs? What a effing moron. I have Hashimoto's disease. Am I going to ask my doctor, yo, how is my medication going to mix with cocaine? I have enough problems in my life. It must be sad to be so desperate for content that you will lie for it. Continues. I have half my comment section yelling at me like I am a Colombian drug lord and crying about freedom of speech. The video must be really effing pathetic. Few things to point out here. One, listen, how do I know if you're doing drugs? I was just making a joke about your pupils being super dilated. Now, Hashimoto.
Yeah, it's like he's hyper-fixating on what was probably a throwaway comment, you know? He's probably just like, I can imagine Ethan Klein just passingly making a joke about it. And then this guy is like autistically focused on it, like he's really having a go at him.
Make money off depressed people.
Congratulations on discovering the Dark Viper Lolcow gene, Dr. Chud.
Thank you for the 333. Well, it's funny you say that because look, all I'll say is this. It looks like this thread was started on March 23rd, 2024. Okay? And wait, when did his video come out about this? About the React stuff? About me? At the end of the day, look, this probably would have happened anyway eventually, okay? So I don't think it's cringe to take credit for something that isn't really anything to do with you. I just think that it's funny that his subsequent spurging out and continuing efforts to look like the biggest freak on the internet has just worked against him again and again and again. Also, I feel like is Willie Mack making a video about him as well? I saw a tweet that suggested maybe he is, but yeah. Anyway,
Hashimoto's disease is some kind of thing, a thyroid issue. Now, I'm not super familiar with Hashimoto's, but my mom has my whole life. My mom has struggled with thyroid issues. She takes medicine. She's heavily medicated and regulated it. And I've never seen her pupils be that dilated. But if it is from your medicine, then, you know, I deeply apologize for you know, making fun of that. But I didn't know, and it's just a joke. What's ironic, right, is that he's...
Okay, so well, this is probably when he was more on the kind of lefty side, right? I feel like nowadays he probably wouldn't issue that apology. But, you know, I get it. It's all good. It's still funny.
Laser focused on this disease aspect. And he accused Charlie of doing the same thing. He said Charlie is so obsessed with this fact that I said that reactors are R-wordists instead of reacting to the 14 pages. And he's doing the same thing. What did I make, like a 50-minute video? And he's just going to talk about one stupid joke about how his eyes were super dilated? I mean, what can I say, dude? You're doing the same exact thing you accused Charlie of. And second of all, here, what is this? He's admitting he didn't even watch my meticulously made 14-minute, I don't know, it was like 15. It was like 50 minutes, but I love the 14 pages.
Oh, that's a really good point, isn't it? All his fucking autist fans complain if you don't watch his fucking boring ass videos about the situation. But he's not even watched this video. He's just focusing in on, oh, well, you know, fucking you insulted me in the video. He's not even watched it yet. At this point in the drama.
This video must be really effing pathetic. Are you admitting that you didn't even watch my video before talking about it? The same thing you accused Charlie of doing?
Oh, he's
I meticulously made that video. 50 minutes of blood, sweat, and tears that I will never get back. My God. If you think Schindler's List is a masterpiece, just wait till you watch my video, man. So he didn't even read it. Okay? And what the F, dude? That's what what the frick, bro? You talk the talk, but you can't walk the walk, man. He said something else here. He said, somebody said, dude, he's like arguing with like 0 like comments. Dude, he didn't know you,
Look at that as well. 12 likes. Yes, I'm going to do the Ayurveda stuff after this, guys. Don't worry. We'll get to the Ayurveda. We'll get to the Ayurveda. We'll see what old Dr. K's got to say about it all. 12 likes, Matt. Why? It's just not worth it. It's not worth the hassle.
Who you were until 2 days ago. How was Ethan supposed to know about your diagnosis? Thank you. The only one here desperate here is you picking fights with other creators for clout. I don't know if that's what he's doing, but okay. Like, take a break or something, dude. Jesus Christ. Not bad advice. He responds, he says, here's a 1000 IQ strategy for life. If you don't effing know anything, don't effing say anything. I know this would cause H3 Productions to shut up for the rest of his life, but there would be absolutely no loss there. Very mean. Come on, dude. That's rich coming from a dude who literally had sex with the Loch Ness Monster. You know what I'm saying?
Third hand, you're still fucking spurging in my chat. God, you're just like Dark Viper, aren't you? This is much more fun. This is much more fun than talking about his fucking autistic retard points about copyright. Oh, copyright, respond. I don't fucking care. Literally don't give two fucks about his gay video, okay? Looking at all of his fucking embarrassing dramas that he's been involved in, okay? And looking at him spurging the fuck out about the fact that he's on Kiwi farms is a lot fucking funnier, okay?
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I responded because he was being a dick. I was like, man, I didn't know you got this thing. I'm sorry about that, but like your eyes were super dilated. And I responded, so maybe I shouldn't have responded, but here it is regardless. Listen, it's just a joke, man. It sounds like you haven't even watched my 14-minute meticulously shot video. 14 minutes! And all you were focusing on is this stupid joke that you take Adderall because your pupils were wider than the margins in your 14-page meticulous essay. Way to poison the well. That's what he accused Charlie of. He said,
yeah, do you know what it is at this point, right? Saying go and respond to that's like saying go and respond to a Chris Chan video. You know? Go and respond to a DSP video. Go and respond to a fucking, I don't know, what else is that? Whatever, name your fucking, go and respond to a Cyrax video. The guy's a joke. And it's funny to laugh at him. That's the length of my coverage from now on, okay?
Charlie's poisoning the well because he said that reactors is basically not getting consent, the same as...
Yeah, exactly. Dark Viper's a total... redacted, insert slur there. That's actually a logical fallacy. Do you have a study that proves that he's the slur that you say he is? You guys are so Reddit. Fucking Reddit. Oh, Reddit. Oh, wait a second. I've seen this guy. Dude, this guy is insane. He's on Twitter. Endlessly in replies. Like crazy. His entire fucking existence is defending Dark Viper on Twitter. Jesus Christ, man. What is that? I didn't realize. Yeah, it's this dude, isn't it? That's the same guy. Jesus. But yeah, apparently just spends all his days responding to people talking about Dark Viper.
Essayists. Getting essayed. So that was my joke. Okay, I'm sorry about your diagnosis there. I didn't know. By the way, he says, I have half my comment section yelling at me like I'm a Colombian drug lord and crying about freedom of speech. This video must be really pathetic. Dude, there's no way, right, that his comments are that. Let's look at the comments. I have a feeling that you are being hyperbolic right now, dude. Let's see.
Oh.
Basically,
by the way, I'm just taking a very thin slice of the top of all of this, right? I'm like at the end, or I think now the Carl Jobs stuff is in there, but my shit with him is towards the end. There's like a whole fucking segment on the thread that goes into all of his fucking drama with React content. And I was looking through it, and I didn't fucking know the ins and outs of some of it, you know? But yeah, he got into it with a bunch of people over this.
let's look at his comments and see how negative it is, because he's saying that, like, basically I've ruined everything. So let's see. This series of event will do something for fair use. I'm on nobody's side here, but you both make fair points. Well, I understand your points and agree. An analogy only works for two things. I don't see any comments about drugs yet. Do you guys? One day ago, I never imagined seeing the day when
He probably got like a couple of comments. He probably got a few comments about it and freaked the fuck out, you know? He probably got a couple of comments and was like, oh my God. But like, obviously, yeah, a lot of it is going to be on his side because he's a massive YouTuber himself. And yeah.
When an argument breaks up between Matt and Charlie, never heard of you if not for the reaction made to you by H3. Proof that reaction videos work. Okay, that one came from me. No mention of drugs, though, or nothing about freedom of speech. So, like, dude, you want to do the, if you want to play the victim Olympics, that's fine. But I'm just saying, there's no evidence that you're getting any heat at all. Rude comments for my fans, who would, by the way, never do such a thing. So, in a way, you guys are under attack, too. I'm just kidding. Don't even leave comments. Like, what does it matter? But anyway, I just thought it was funny. He continued.
Also, like, dude, it's so funny that he's so concerned with people leaving fucking comments on his video when clearly there's barely any fucking comments there. But any person, even fucking British Runner got this, you know? Got a bunch of his fucking autistic freak fans in the replies, pumping out fucking comments, you know, shitting on British Runner and supporting Dark Viper, you know? Like, his community is the one that fucking... you know, I showed you the fucking stats on those videos that I've done about him in the past. And it's just his fans. That mass downvoting and mass commenting, you know? So, yeah, if he's that fucking concerned about this idea that people are going and barraging videos with hatred of comments about fucking Colombian drug lords and stuff, you know? Maybe he needs to look internally too. I don't personally care. Bring it on, as far as I'm concerned. But I can understand. Like, this is the other thing as well. It's like, I can understand a smaller channel who doesn't like to that sort of thing might actually be bothered about it, you know, might actually be upset by it and might, you know, take some fucking action. Not like that, but like, you know, it might influence how they deal with it and respond to it, you know, because they're a bit worried about the fact that all these people are... I mean, Achito's got a big channel, and even he felt the need to put a comment out saying, oh, there's a lot of negativity in the responses here. And then that got used against him, you know?
He said, so basically that's it. But I also want to give acknowledgement to the birth of a spicy hot new meme. Here's a compilation, by the way, for people who are catching up. This is what I'm talking about. Dark Viper has achieved what no scholar has done before him. He actually completed a 14-page essay, which is crazy because before that, I think like 10 pages was the max that we've ever encountered in human history.
I don't know what he's responding to here, but I did write a 14-page script explaining it's a 14-page document. You against a 14-page meticulously written page. It's 14-page meticulous page. No. It's 14 pages. On page 14, Dark Viper, fuck the Loch Ness Monster, is 14 pages long. That's a 14-page fuck. Which is what I spent 14 pages establishing. We were in the 14 pages of writing. In all 14 pages that I wrote.
He really did not like his 14 pages being mocked. I've got a couple of clips to show you, but he was not a fan of this, okay? He was not a fan of having his 14 pages mocked. By the way, I saw people saying in chat, yes, O.J. Simpson's passed away, apparently. Okay. We'll have a look at that as an interlude after this. I'm sure there's some stuff about it. But yeah, O.J. Simpson is gone.
I fucked the Loch Ness Monster, as I again established so heavily in that 14-page document. 14 pages!
Yeah, so he wrote 14 pages. There's been a lot of memes on the subreddit. I want to just give a nod to, by the way. These all come from the subreddit. Shout out to y'all. Quick fit check before we get started.
Wait, what the hell was that?
Give a nod to.
When people ask why I keep saying 5% and 14 pages, you wouldn't get it. Dude, he was getting fucking bullied. Terrible business.
By the way, these all come from the subreddit. Shout out to y'all. Quick fit check before we get started. Corduroy hat, paintbrush tie-dye shirt. So sick. TeddyFresh.com. Let's go. Here, let's see. This is good stuff. When people ask why I keep saying 5% and 14 pages, you wouldn't get it. That's true. You know, there's been a question posed. Is 14 pages the new 5%? It may well be. Meticulous. I've slept with 2 former presidents. I speak 4 languages, and I own 2 Monets. Well, I wrote 14 pages.
Okay.
Ooh, very true. Writing of the 14 pages. Just finished this 28. What? The Hungry Caterpillar is 28 pages? Wait, does Dark Viper know That's literally double the amount of pages. That's 28 pages of meticulous.
Okay, listen, these memes are good, but I just want to skip this bit. Let's watch the summary, and then we'll move forward. I've got a few more things to get through here. Oh,
I'm gonna have a conversation with him. I would have a dialogue with him for sure, because I think the topics he's talking about are interesting, and I've engaged heavily as honestly and as partially as I possibly could in the first and second video. You know, this is like I said, my bread and butter. We're talking about fair use. We're talking about using other people's works. I understand there's a moral criticism and there's a legal criticism. If Dark Viper wants to come on and discuss it, I'd love to do that. With that being said, guys, just want to defend myself.
This another thing is like he's had plenty of opportunity to go and discuss it with people, but I mean I've spoken before about how he'll like send these screeds, these like lengthy screeds in DMs, like flip-flopping on whether or not he actually wants to talk to anyone about it, you know? Like there's one clip where like it was either Destiny or XQC, and it was like it might have been XQC even, because I think XQC had asked for the Discord, his Discord thing to talk to him, and then he replied with this massive fucking lengthy message just saying a bunch of stuff, and it's like literally all XQC said is watch your Discord, you know?
Myself there a little bit. And anyway, I'm gonna have a long night ahead because I have about 14 pages left of the Berserker manga, so I'm gonna need about 20 hours set aside for that. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay good, stay blessed, and if you happen to have had sex with the Loch Ness monster, your name might just be Dark Viper.
Wow, even great.
So anyway,
Okay, that's wonderful.
hey,
But how
thanks
do
for
I
the
make money
$10.
off depressed people.
$9.99 from Mr. Dolphin, R.I.P. Buffalo Bills legend.
Thank you very much for the super chat. So anyway, I'm sure that Dark Viper made a bunch of content responding to this because he's a weird little freak. In any case, this is where it gets quite funny, okay? So in response to all this, right, do you know what happened? Do you know what he did? Following some of this drama happening. He did a write-up on the H3 subreddit about his health. Dude. 14 more pages about his health. I did a write-up for the H3 Reddit due to their concern for my health. I discuss my room lighting, what drugs I used in my early 20s, how Google Docs work, the Adderall research I read while in uni, and more. Check it out if interested. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, bro. And obviously, yeah, we got it here. Thanks again. Credit to Kiwi Farms for finding this. And it is quite lengthy. It is fairly lengthy. I mean, no. No. I think he was responding to someone that said they're a medical student. He didn't say he was a medical student. So this is his response to that post. Hello. While I don't have time to reply too much of what you said, I'll do my best. I have a Sony A7 IV to enable a bright image despite low light. It cost me $4,000, dude. Already I'm getting bored. Holy shit, man. Where's the funny bits? I do not have a ring light. My eyes are very sensitive to light. I'm laughing out of pure plight for his condition, obviously. Terrible business. Terrible business here. I'm not sure if that is related to my weaker eyesight that I correct with contact lenses, but I guess it doesn't matter. I have 2 tiny touch lamps that I put behind my monitors. My face is a bit orange.
Welcome to Chud Nation.
Boo.
Thank you for the sub, appreciate it. Why would you do this? I think he's claiming that, oh, well, it's because they had health concerns about me or something like that. You might as well set up a Kiwi Farms account and just go and post it all on there. Post all of his fucking embarrassing cringe shit on there himself. Pupils dilate in low light situations, but also when you're completing a difficult task or straining yourself. My pupil size is about what you'd expect, given that not particularly significant, which is why no one commented on it. You are seeing them as large because someone you have a parasocial relationship with told you to do so. Dude, wait! I've just realised what I'm reading. He is trying to explain away the joke that Ethan Klein made about him. Oh, actually, I don't have dilated pupils. It's all to do with the lighting, you see. Dude, this is too good. This is so good, man. Pupils dilate in low light situations, but also when you are completing a difficult task or straining yourself. My pupil size is about what you'd expect given that, and not particularly significant, which is why no one commented on it. You are seeing them as large because someone with you have a parasocial relationship with told you to do so. If they were larger than expected, more than one guy with a grudge would have noticed. This is too good, man. He was spurging out about the people saying he's got big pupils, and he was explaining why it's actually normal. Oh my god. Holy shit. My comment on my illness, which you can find referenced in my content multiple times since the diagnosis, was to say that it would be pretty darn stupid to have an autoimmune disease and take random drugs from who knows where. My degree is in psychology. I've absolutely no idea about what I can and cannot take with an adverse reaction. Also, he had an E once in Sydney 10 years ago. Okay, so he's revealing that. He's telling us all about that too. I'm pretty sure that all of this probably would make people go, okay, this guy's normal. Let's just stop mocking him now. This guy seems pretty normal. Why are we all mocking him? Let's just, he's explained about the pupils now. This is why I think people have really, gone off on this guy's actions here. Because it's so obvious that he just gets provoked so easily to the point where he types out screeds about his pupil size. Like, this is not going to help you, dude. People are going to look at this and go, you're a fucking weird freak, aren't you? Why are you saying all this on fucking Reddit? Why? What's the point? Oh my god, man. No wonder he didn't want me to get the fucking DMCA email chain, eh? Because of the offensive content I was going to make. Now we've got all this. Now we've got all this. And I've scratched the surface, by the way, guys. There's about a couple more dramas on there as well that I've not even really spoken about. This is literally scratching the surface of this guy's fucking history. Oh, boy. So apparently he smoked some weed at parties. I just enjoy a nice bourbon on a rare occasion I go out these days. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, criticism is not you look funny, your pupils are weird, you look drugged up and so on. These are insults. You're supposed to be giving criticism, not just insulting me. Wrong. Actually wrong. Some people just want to fucking insult you because it's funny. And, okay, and, oh my god. That's an ad hominem. Actually, you've just done an ad hominem on me. That isn't actually a criticism. Speculations about my health and personal habits are equally not criticism. I did not bring up my illness to stop people from criticizing my work because a lot of you have no interest in criticizing my work. You were just insulting me using verifiably false things that you could confirm are false with ease. Oh my god, dude, he didn't. There's no way. There's no way. Like this margins thing, there are two versions of the doc, one of which is on Google Docs and one which is Google Docs Web. The Google Docs is just your standard print layout, has the same margins as all standard A4. When pushed to web, it keeps the same page count but fills the rest of the doc with white. This web form is suggested by Google for any high traffic doc. You can see two versions, one from the Twitter link and the other from the Discord link. While I've not seen H3's content, I assume he has the latter, which is strange, as I assume he get it from Twitter. So this guy is now debunking the joke that Ethan made that his pupils are the same size as the margins on the doc. Dude. No way. Come on, dude. Give it up. What are you doing? That's mental. You cannot make this up. This is the fucking Lolcow gene laid bare. You're debunking someone's jokes about you. Actually, the margin is not the same size as my pupils. And while we're on the topic, my pupils are actually a normal size considering the lighting level. Oh no. Uh-oh. This is fucking legendary. I'm infamously or famously known for my rants, and it largely depends on their target as to how well they're received. You can look up my "you disingenuous, dense motherfucker" meme for reference. Look at my meme to see that I'm actually well received. I was just justifiably angry and I move my hands a lot when I speak. Okay, so he talks about a lack of references. I do have a bachelor's degree and I'm a great essay writer, perhaps a little biased. Fuck me, man. Even my references to its length had nothing to do with suggesting 14 pages was insanely long, merely to exclaim my bafflement that anyone would try to summarize something that long so crudely and incorrectly, or to present 2 sentences as representative of it. Oh man, this is rough. While I have very little interest in Ethan's rambling, I do like to respond to viewers directly whenever I can. I don't dislike you guys. I understand you like the content you like and that's fine. Hating strangers is a waste of energy. Something Ethan should have learned by now. Wait, I don't think Ethan hates Dark Viper, does he? At this point in the drama? I don't know what he thinks about him now. I think he was just mocking him. He was just mocking the guy. Yes, it was somewhat mean of me to poke at him given his current state, but I'm flawed and couldn't resist. I know you were likely concerned for him, so I'll not do so again if I can help it. If you wish to direct others here to this post, should they have similar questions, feel free to do so, even if they will just want to downvote it. All the best. I think I actually answered all of it. The only thing I couldn't see, I don't know if it exists, is like, what was the response like to this? Because, dude, what on earth would H3's response to have been to this? I don't know if he responded further or not. Maybe I just missed it, perhaps, but yeah. And then he just talks about ADHD and other things about Adderall and stuff. Jesus, H3 really did a fucking number on him, didn't they, eh? What's that all about? In any case, it does continue on because I think from this point, I think they just treated him like a bit of a joke and they turned his 14-page thing into a soundboard thing. And so they just kind of continued to mercilessly fucking mock him. Oh, apparently he responded many months later. Oh, I think these are more recent videos. Ethan Klein is a toxic hypocrite. Yeah, that's the one. Anyway, here's a clip of him talking about Ethan Klein. Let's have a look.
That very recently I found out that Ethan has something like 6 different sound effects of me on his podcast.
Oh my god, dude. No way. I think this was doing the rounds recently even, wasn't it, you know? Oh boy.
Not only that, he has used them frequently for over 2 years. That is just really fucked up.
Divided by 14.
That's really fucked up, man. Do you know what? I agree. I think using sound bites of people is very bad.
I have no friends. I have no life. I have no girlfriend. I barely see my family.
Tragic. So anyway, he obviously spurgs the fuck out again about Ethan Klein using these sound bites.
14 pages!
14 pages.
That's right.
14.
One of my favorite people on the internet, Dark Viper, 14 pages!
As someone who has been incessantly harassed by him for years in front of thousands, he is one of those truly deserving of being driven off the internet.
Oh yeah, I think we got this to look at as well, yeah. Bro, that's so crazy to tweet out like that about it. He just can't fucking hack it, can he? He literally cannot fucking hack it. It's so funny. Oh boy.
I don't know how sick of an individual you have to be to do something like this. Like, if he was using it in some wholesome way or shouting me out in some positive way, fine. But he's just using it to mock me.
Yes, and it's funny. He's just using the sound clips to mock me. He's not even doing it for a nice reason. No, because he thinks you're a joke and he likes to laugh at you, presumably. Oh my god, dude. What a little... I can't even say the word I want to say because it's against TOS, okay? That's how I feel about this.
But I did write a 14-page script explaining it's a 14-page document. On page 14, it's 14 pages long, which is why I spent 14 pages establishing. It's a 14-page meticulously written... It's 14 pages!
14 pages!
So there we go. Oh boy. Oh man. It's sad that Ethan Klein's announcement of taking an indefinite break from H3's clickbait as someone who's been incessantly harassed by him for years in front of thousands. So he's even calling someone playing a soundbite of him harassment. He is one of those truly deserving of being driven off the internet. So he thinks Ethan should be driven off the internet too. I bet he wishes he could do that, doesn't he? I bet he desperately wishes that he could do something to Ethan's channel to get him taken down. A bully beloved by bullies. It would be different. It would be different if this was a wholesome meme, as we try and use it. But Ethan and his fans clearly do not use or see it that way. In general, Ethan has never understood the difference between jokes and mockery. He views insults as jokes because he finds joy in hurting others. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. Anyway, I think that is the end of the Ethan Klein shit. So I think that's probably where the segment will end for YouTube viewers, I'd imagine.